And today, I am in my way. So I can do it like this. Because today is my day. I'm going to ask you to, when I say do that, what you're going to do, you're going to tap one. Are you with me? When I say do that, you tap one. When I say do that, you tap twice.
So Facebook.
How you get? How you
Go
get?
live.
Let's warm it up and see. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Now, we're going to add the third one. When I say do that, we're going to tap, 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 tap. How you get it? How you get it? We have that society with us today. No. You see, it's a disability awareness campaign. So there are other things that you will address it. So that if the majority of you are the deaf people, then I can do accordingly. But if you are not deaf, and then you are not responding, then there is something wrong with you. You cannot keep on calling me that I'm disabled when you are doing the function of the disabled people. That's not normal. That is abnormal. Because a deaf person will do what he decides to wait for them to do. As well as I've seen around. Okay, let's try it again. Do that. 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 Do that.
Are you happy with the video quality?
I want my speakers when they come and talk to you, they must feel that they are welcome to talk to you. Then go on. If you are feeling a pain for me when I'm leaving, it's your problem. Oh, it's your problem! It's not my problem! So when you're standing there and saying, oh, this guy is disabled, it's your problem. I do mountain climbing. The things that will refer you with your 2 legs. I do skydiving when you can't do it. The very same guy already disabled. Hey, in these activities, you are not disabled. No, you are. For the fact that fear overcomes you, and I overcome my fear, the disabled person. If I can take the whole bottle with oxygen and carry at my back and dive into the water and go to the bottom of the sea and see the marine life, and when you can't do it, then you are saying dangerous. Something is wrong with your muscles.
Or do they can just go to the page again?
What we are here today is to tell you, stop using your emotions to other people. No one needs your emotions. We need recognition of who we are. This is not a funeral event, it's a very great event. There is this privilege that when it is any event, you must have this shameful heart of yours. It's your problem. Well, it's your problem. Dr. Moody is the problem. as blind as he is, ugeleze ukudlula wena. Hello. How can I sikudlula wena? Onke kugcwaliseke manje, ugeleze ukudlula wena. TVET. You know, there are people that say people are disabled, but it seems like it's their word disabled. TVET, TVET, do that. TVET, TVET, do that. I'll bring you through colors. Yo. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You may have a seat. You may have a seat. By the name of Plaza. I'm from a number of companies. I'm the shareholder of different companies. One great thing that I do in life is doing programs of training. I do training development. I do leadership. I was fortunate enough this year to be training the student representative council of Tshwane North College. So the entire leadership that you see that is running up and down today, they were cooked by this so-called disabled person that is standing in front of you. I've been doing this for many years. I've served in a number of structures. As I said, I own different companies. I lead people in places where people have the perception that disabled people cannot do. And as I said earlier on, I do things that people cannot do. When you see me and you say to yourself, this person is disabled, let me give you facts. It's only 10% that is disabled in my entire body. It's my right leg, and my right leg is only 9 centimeters short. Only 9 centimeters short. You see, the more we do not have facts about things, and we have this little knowledge, and little knowledge is very dangerous because at the end of the day, it makes people to make conclusions about you why they don't know you. The greatest thing that I'm capable to do with my leg is that number one, I walk without a hip. Oh, let me read that. This English becomes too much. I am walking without a hip. What do I mean about that? You see, I like to present another problem. This one What happened is that there was an accident that took place at the age of 5 years. I was not born like this. You see, your perception, very dangerous. Your little knowledge, very dangerous. I was not born like this. At the age of 5, I got into an accident or incident that nobody in my family can be able to explain up until today. Okay, then let me pause here first before I get to this. My mother, as the history or as the story is being told, my mother was being raped for her to be able to conceive me. That is the beginning of my life.
Once they just go to the page.
The sperm that
TVET page.
created
Okay, TVET
me
page.
was the sperm of a rape. And 16 days of activism also is coming. This event is nice. This event is nice. Out of rape, I was conceived. In the process of being conceived, my grandparents made a decision that I will be born, no matter what. Okay? I am born, conceived out of rape. I can freeze and whatever is your problem, it's my story. This is my story. That's exactly, that's not your story. So don't frown. Listen to the story so that your perception and attitude tomorrow, when you see somebody else, you can recognize that you cannot conclude with what you don't know. Now, I'm born 1974, on the 10th, born. 1 year, 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, healthy baby. Healthy child, growing up. Year number 5, something happens. Something happens. Mamnane tells the story we were playing in the bed. His eyes popped out and it was a gate with a strong spring. Probably it is the one that knocked him. At the age of 5, is in the hospital, out of the hospital. In the hospital, out of the hospital. Later on, the doctors of Aberdeen decided, no, we must cut him and open and see what is happening inside. They cut Basil on the hip. They opened Basil on the hip. Whatever they did there, they did it. They closed Basil. Now Basil is no longer in and out of the hospital. He's lying on a stretch for a longer period of time. A child that was conceived out of rape. That's a disaster family. At the age of 5, he's in an incident or accident, whatever that we use in English. Nobody can explain. He's ended up lying in the hospital while other kids are enjoying their children. That process started the first operation, invited the second operation, invited the third operation, invited the fourth operation. Same place. Same place. The last time they decided that let's remove the tag, the tag and cut it. That's when his first leg becomes shorter by 30 centimeters. Now he's being declared now. He's not born disabled. You need to be careful when you judge people. He is not born like that. It's a decision that has been made that it makes him to end up being like that. The first round, 3 centimeters short. Who is this child? That has to be taken through all this things. The number 5, they say no, we can now replace the previous hip that we've had and put the new artificial one. They shove it, the new one. They shove it, they push it. Hey, you don't know where. They shove it, they push it. You know what they do? They drill a hole on the bowl in here, they put a weight of water on the other side, and then that, you don't know. That water that side is pulling down, right? Basil must put backwards so that it can stretch the flesh. It's not funny. Oh, what's about it? It's my story, I told you. For 5 weeks, you are carrying a weight that is pulling your leg. Then from there, they come, guess what? The very same place where they have cut you several times, they cut, they stitch, they cut, they stitch, they cut again. Now what they do, they put that thing. It's a skin. It comes from whatever firm. Hey, you see, man. They put it in. Right? They stitch back again. Then after that they say, now you can walk. This guy is used to this limping of his, right? Then suddenly there is some kind of elevation. He's walking now. But you know it's not normal in my head. I'm missing my DP. I'm a deeper. I'm a deeper. Hey. I dip when I walk. Eh? No, nobody does that. Yeah? Except me. When I walk, I dip. I'm simple for opera inside to force it to shoot. It just happened. You know, I am walk with me. I told you it's my story. Oh, I didn't bring you to the funeral. It's my story. I did. Few weeks later, the body rejected the very same system. It rejected the very same system. Guess what? Hospital again. Guess what? Cutting again. Guess what? Removing the thing. Now they come and say to me, your body is no longer capable of just healing by stitching, so we must leave you with an open scar. So you could walk to me and see the inside of my bone, how it's lying. It's lying there, the bone, it's cut, you can see, it's cut. Guess what? The 3 centimeter here, you remember? It was 3. It went to 9. Pansela, oh, yeah, Papa. So we had a 3 hour full of Mama, there's another 6. Cool. Now my GP was sexy earlier on, and 3. Then, imagine, Tshwane 9. I'm sexier. Like, when I walk, it's like, come, I want to come over, I'm going to sing me and now, what you say, come, Why am I saying this to you? It is because it had to start with me by accepting me the way I am, me the who I am. Before anyone else can recognize this place. It had to be me. So what I'm saying to you, whenever you see me walking with my walk stick, don't come and hold my hand before I give you permission. When you see me pushing my wheelchair, don't think I don't know how to climb the pavement. And then you decide to hold my chair without my permission. without my permission. I am what I am because I am. When I'm holding a page like this and reading it, don't ask me if I see or I don't see. It's none of your business. No, it's none of your business. Because your disability is not physical, it doesn't mean you are not disabled. All of us, we have some kind of disability. Don't ever. Even deputy principal, he knows I talk too much. Without waste of time, let's allow the owners of the house to welcome us. We're gonna allow Ntate Sileten, deputy principal, academic affairs, to give us an opening and welcoming. Deputy. So, sanitizer. Go. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Robin facilitator. I need to get this to that notice. There's more of them in the problem. And then good afternoon
Go to the Facebook page. Check Facebook.
So, on behalf of the college management and also the college council, I want to take this opportunity to welcome everybody present today in this session. Innovative Center of Excellence in Skills Development. And then in that vision, we accommodate all individuals so that they come and study the business pursuit in the quest of becoming center of innovation and development. So it is indeed a pleasure to realize that as one of our commitments and efforts in trying to educate not only our students, but also the staff members, and also the resources, especially how to lead to the book of things acted, but to appreciate the thought of our SRC in bringing this to our attention and also initiating this process that we have this event today. So, in our midst, acknowledge the presence of the following people. Dr. Siva Bhutri, and Dr. Milani from the South African Council for the Mind. I think
as per the program, then you will see them there. And then our Mr. Washomane from Kavokas, who is also a council member of Tshwane North TVET. And then we also have colleagues from the South African Council for the Blind. We also have is it Mr. Tava Puma? Pardon me if I spelled the same name incorrectly. And we also have the campus manager of Pretoria campus, Mema Semola, and also colleagues from or staff members who are joining us today from Tshwane North TVET College across the 7 sites that constitute our college. I will also be failing. I haven't seen, but I think it's here. The SRC president, Mr. Ruzani Baloi, and other SRC members. And I want to actually commend the president and his team for the visionary leadership that they always provide, and working together with management. Triple S officials, I think I've acknowledged all except the program director, of course. So I just want to request each one of you to actually Ndate Chaza. I want them to do that. But I don't know how to start. You know, I was trying to learn the tricks, but I think you can join me and assist me, you know, before I yeah. So just render that item to me.
Please, let's stand up. I told you. You know, today you are not here to be a spectator.
Maybe Bashayengo Manyana. It's like we are in a graveside.
The graveside.
Yeah.
Do that. 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 Apollo, you follow the lead. It's simple.
Yeah. No, thank you very much, Ndate Chaza. So, in conclusion of my opening remarks, I just want to also indicate that to an extent that we take disability issues. I was once corrected, you know, for using the word disability. I don't know if it's now in order, you know, but to say from the college side, management and both council, we are very committed in ensuring that in terms of our student population, we become very inclusive, and also in terms of our staff complement, that we become very inclusive. I've got a special passion when it comes to these issues, program facilitator, one that I also grew up in a family where my aunt was actually physically challenged, and I grew up understanding what disability is all about, and also the kind of support that is required. But also to indicate that I've got a twin daughter as well, who is also having some kind of disability. So these initiatives, they are very, very important to sensitize everybody around those issues. But I've also learned that it's not only about giving them support, because we may not be giving them the support that they need. You know, what is important is to treat them like any other person. And then in that way, you become more inclusive. So on that note, I want to wish you well for this session, and also the presenters that are going to assist us in understanding and unpacking issues that relate to disability. But more further than that, there should be action from all of us after having learned from this session, to say from now going forward, how are we going to do things differently around the issue that brought us here today. Thank you, program facilitator, all of them.
At times I like to do things for myself. The sanitizer, if it's not here, can I have it to me? Then I know I'm in charge. Because ngizokutochara mxo. Ukutochara uzolibele wehla wenyuka ngathi ikhanda lisebenzi. It's here now. It's permanent. Speakers, when you come, sanitizer. Yeah. It's simple. We are going to follow the program the way it is. We are not going to change anything to the program. The only thing that you must not pay too much attention, is this thing called time. Today, just for today, for give time, for give time, because already, I'm not going to say we started late. We started the time we decided we wanted to start. So, we're going to follow the program the way it is. There is nothing changed except that there is going to be a split on the next item that we are going to attend to now. Before we go to that item, let me give you this picture to females. Let me give you this picture to females. You are faced a serious challenge of abuse. Okay? It's a reality, Angere. You face abuse, all kind of it, all forms. But take a moment, a child or a female, whatever age that particular person is at, not being able to communicate and say what she's going through, what it's been done to her. At night, there is this big gorilla that lies on top of her. Every night. During the day, there is a cousin also that lies on top of her. In that midday, when she walks to the store, there are those that are throwing her with stones. Whenever you are saying you are having a challenge, always remember this picture, that there is this disabled female that goes through torture every day. And because she grew up not being able to communicate, she does not have the ability to share her story. As women, it's very important and key that you create a room where, as young women, can be able to express yourselves. In order for that young girl that you don't know that is going through this double pain, always remember that. I am saying this because in my growing up, I had to fight my uncles, my cousin. I was rejected in that family because, number one, I was a weekend special. Who is your father? Remember my story, that I was born out of a rape. When it's Friday like this, I know at home I'm going to face challenges. Malumu fika dagiwe. Is nie die light van die huis jy. You see ezindala ziyezwa. Hulle verstaan wat sê ek nou. Ubani babakho wena? They will never say it in front of my grandfather, in front of my grandmother. Just in the corner. Awusumntana la wena, plus uxhwala wena. No, it's my story, it's not yours. Awusumntana la, bheka uxholela kanjani. That is one battle I had to fight. I'm saying, remember this female that goes through this torture. Then, in the street, around my community, hey, we all talk about culture, it was tradition, it was known. When one family has a disabled child, kibalo elas tuvenars bayaloya kule yandlu. So what will happen in the street? I have to fight. Just to go to the shop, 500 meters to get to that shop, I have to fight 4 or 5 street boys. Because from their family, their parents, when they discuss, they don't tell them, but when they discuss, children are listening. Ya lo mntana walapha isixhwala. Hayi vele kokwa khona uyaloya. Ya vele sambona. Then it became worse because my grandmother somehow, he became isangoma. Oh, Tiko Soboti. Then it fitted the picture. You think that was worse? Umamnane became isangoma Tiko. Abayaloya. Yeah, baloya ngaye vele bagibela yena ebusuku yimfene. So from my neighborhood, I was the baboon or the monkey that was right at night to go and do witchcraft in the neighborhood. So guess what? During the day, I had to fight. Mangundi. It made me to learn how to fight. And Bekiba Mura, yo, go to my area now. They will tell you, lesa sixhwala ungalisukeli le sizokushaya. Makuyile sixhwala lesa sizokushaya. Now because they taught me this thing, whenever you say something about me, now I was not going to wait for you. I was in charge. Guess what? They changed now the attitude. Hey, iqhwala ziyadelela yazi. No! We fail to take responsibilities of what we do. And when it comes back, we change. We want to act as innocent people. You forget you were calling me iqhwala. You forget you were throwing me with stones. You forget you were shooting me in a gate. That was my life. When I turn it around, then I got a new label. He's a bully. No, I was never a bully. You activated the bully. You activated the bully. And you must live with the bully. Now, in my street, bengithi mangime gate-ini kanje, akuna endlulayo. Leso sikhathi ngiphethe ngikhuluma ilife yango 70s na ngiphethe ibhokdrat. Ewaya. The disabled man is going to make an able man disabled with the wire. I mean, you wanted to join me, so why not? I was helping you. Remember this woman who does not have a voice. She can't say anything. And some of them sibabiza ngamahlanya. Don't act like you haven't said it. Don't act like you haven't looked one like that. Those are the struggles that we are faced. Then I had to face the struggle at school. One day, my deputy principal at lower primary, you see, you guys are doing great now. I'm that generation. I don't know. She looked at me walking up, walking down, and then she decided, no, Basil, he is not qualified to be in this school. He must go to a special school. In my community, they were initiating a special school known as Usizo Lwethu. So I'm wondering, probably they were running short of clients or whatever. I don't know. My deputy principal decided, no, Basil, candidate, he must go. And I was kicked out of school. Now you understand that my grandmother, she didn't go to school, and when the teacher come at home and talk to my grandmother, a high-level person has arrived. Whatever the high-level person says, it goes. Hey, they convinced my grandmother. Now, what they didn't learn at that time, I was already joining Umzabalazo. I was a member of UTF. Les has been around, don't worry. They're negotiating these things. How next week is no longer coming, but we are isolated. One second. Come next week. Jump on my fence. Go with Kuala. Jump on my fence. Higher primary. Jump on my fence. Now remember my age, ne? Remember I was going in and out of the hospital. So 6 months I'm at school, 6 months I'm not at school, so it means I have to repeat the year. So you must put the picture together. Don't start thinking your grades now. No. Thina besifunda sa amagqipa. Bofunda the time lakho lidala. Indala. So don't think your grades, ne? Think way back. Jump on my fence. Phew, I'm gone. I came back in that situation. My grandmother, she's angry with me. I didn't listen to the teacher. Okay, grandmother, no worry. Black Power started. Now, Black Power, when it started, those activities, when they took place, it was a stay away the week. Me, going to Sizolwethu, ne? In the very same week of Sizolwethu, ne? Black Power exercise, ne? Olum Zabalazo, ne? And that week, we decided to as kwelwa. That was the term that was used. In the morning, me, Kwele Petin, Shambok, with other comrades, making sure that the schools are out. Guess where am I heading to? To my school. That's what happened when I entered the gate. Deputy principal. Those are my sins. I'm confessing them. Akamulata. Not for the stay away, for her kicking me out of the school. The school was out, but my activity inside, the activity, deputy principal. Then I had to go and join the Society for Disabled People. I then started going. I never went to Sizolwethu. Then I went into that. Yabona apartheid. So we were joining. We were joining the handles. Siyakokota lapha. All of us, wheelchair, short hand, short leg, all of us. We were there, well, it's a fact. Siyakokota, koko, munye connector, koko. My head tells me that something is not right with this picture. I took myself to the social workers and I related my story. The social worker said, no, that is not correct. I was forced in to go back to the very same school where I have Chambok, the deputy principal. I went in there. I started to attend school there. That's another battle I had to fight. It was a battle at home. It was a battle at street. No, I'm not going to talk with apartheid. All of us were faced. But some of us we had extra that we had to handle. It's a battle I fought at school. Remember, this girl that doesn't have a voice, that gets to be raped every day because they know she cannot say it.